Are you a parent who needs support for being your child's teacher? Do you need some encouragement as you facilitate your child's learning at home and everywhere else? Or maybe you just need to take a break and connect with fellow parents? If your answer is yes, then join us on the Educating for Life show. Join us, Mariel Utienko, Michelle Perdelanan, San Unson, and Tina Rodriguez, the homeschooling moms behind the Philippine Homeschool Convention and online events like the Connect Homeschooling and Intentional Parenting Summit, as we share about different topics related to home-based education and everything in between. Watch our episodes on our Facebook page, Events by EFL, and on our YouTube channel. We hope that you'll join us because Educating for Life is all about supporting families and valuing education. See you there!
Hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Kumusta, San?
Okay naman. Kumusta?
Eto.
Long time no see. Wala ako last week.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Philippines. Welcome everyone to the Educating for Life show. Thank you for tuning in. May bumabati San sa atin all the way from
Hi, Grace.
From Davao. Are you in Davao? Thank you for joining us, and thank you for those who will also be watching the replay. Alam namin ni Sa na ang daming may sakit ngayon. So we hope and pray na everybody will be back into good health soon. We know that there are so many people. Also yung nangyari last week yung fog or yung smog, sabi nila.
Oh, yeah.
Fog, no? Ayan. So we are one with all of you in praying and hoping na mawala na lahat ng mga challenges for us. So again, we are back here on the Educating for Life show special season because we are preparing again for the November 11 event. You Can Homeschool. Excited ka na ba, San?
Super excited, syempre, because imagine celebrating 10 years and seeing
Yes.
each other again.
We are celebrating 10 years and this is the first face-to-face event after the pandemic, and we are so
Yes.
excited to see you on November 11. These are all our speakers. And this is going to be different from the usual convention that we would organize pre-pandemic. Kasi mag-interact talaga tayo. May time for group sharing, for games, and interaction with the exhibitors, the booth exhibitors. So don't forget not to register while the early bird rate is still available. We have fun games and raffle prizes for everyone. Ayan.
Exciting. Okay. And tonight, exciting din ang ating episode tonight because we have special guests. And just like last week, our guests tonight are moms who were with us during that first event in 2013. Yung first You Can Homeschool event. Yan, mga classmates sila. Laan nyo sino sila dyan. And they are here to share how homeschooling has changed their families during the past 10 years. Everyone, please welcome Minoll, Alano, and Karen Chua. Hi, guys.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hi, Karen. Thank you again for joining us. Nakita niyo ba yung picture niyo?
A lot of memories.
Yes, a lot of memories. Ayan, mga classmates at barkada. Okay, before we begin, maybe you can start by introducing yourselves to our viewers. Sino
Yeah.
start? Karen.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello to all the viewers of the Educating for Life show. Thank you for the invite to guest here. So I'm Karen. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids. So I have an 11-year-old, grade 6. I have an 8-year-old, grade 3, and 6 years old, grade 1. So homeschooling mom / mompreneur and retired nurse. Pero na-apply pa din hanggang ngayon because of the season. So that's me.
How
Yeah.
about you, Minoll?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Minoll. I've been homeschooling since my daughter was 7 years old. So, ano na ngayon? Mga 8 years na. 8 years. So, she's around 15 now. And I'm a solo mom. And I love homeschooling. That's why when you invited me to guest, parang na-excite ako ulit. I pictured myself back then questioning, asking question all the time, looking for mentors, looking for people who could, ask about homeschooling. So it's exciting. It's exciting to share also our knowledge and our experiences.
Oo, kasi kayo na yung mga veterans ngayon.
Like a veteran.
Kung veterans kami, ano kayo?
Kami lang tayo.
Masabay naman tayo. Okay.
Actually, trivia, alam nyo, kaya pinut up ni San and Mariel. So Mariel's not joining us tonight, but she's one of the other moms behind Educating for Life, along with Michelle Padrelana. The reason why they put that up, because they also wanted to learn about homeschooling. How old were your kids then, San? Parang si San,
My daughter was 3. 3. Pa-start pa lang kami talaga. Mariel's eldest was 5.
oo. Ako din parang talagang learning pa lang, learn as we go.
True, totoo. Kaya naman talaga pinote up yun. Lahat naman ng ginagawa namin, may ulterior motive para sa akin.
Yeah, we
Kasi
wanted to
nadamay na
learn.
lang kami ng ibang tao.
Para mas masaya kasi mas madami, mas
Mas masaya.
masaya.
Correct.
Ayun.
So,
So, ako
homeschoolers
naman,
in
ang
us.
tanong ko sa inyo ni Karen, Minoll, both of you, no? How many kids, well, kasi yung iba na umattend that time, buntis, or wala pang kids, ganyan. So, how many and how old were they na that time?
Okay. Karen, go ahead.
Siguro, was first, Karen first, would you like to answer
Okay.
first?
Sige, so ako, I had one kid pa that time, no? And so, kinakalculate ko, how old was she na nag-attend ako naman ganito?
Wow!
1.5-year-old. Masyado yata ako excited.
Oo nga,
Pero-
kasi sabi mo 11. Oo nga.
Yes, so homeschooling now, 6 years, pero feeling ko 6 years official. Kasi hindi ko kinakount yung preschool, yung hindi sa K-12.
Yeah.
Pero count ko yon 7 years. Yun, 1.5 years old pa lang siya. And I was just really looking at my options. Tingin-tingin lang, oh, what's this? Wala pang hard to do it. Just really out of curiosity. And mommy
Galing.
break na din. Mommy break actually. Hindi ko alam na aabot pala ako ng ganito.
Ganun. A few years later.
So,
Ikaw
it was
naman,
2013, tama, di ba? 2013.
Yes.
No? So, I vividly remember that time when I was just looking at in conferences where I could learn more about homeschooling kasi lahat talaga ng friends ko na nag-homeschool. I asked them questions, message ko sila, I'll hang out with them and ask questions. But that time, it took me a year to research about homeschooling. I read books about it, and then challenge ko pa yung sarili ko. Sabi ko, kung mananalo ako dito sa grant, kasi may prizes that time, di ba? They're giving out prizes at that time.
Yes.
And that was a scholarship for 3 years, yung isang prize doon. Sabi ko, kung mananalo ako, baka mag-homeschool. Nanalo nga ako.
Galing!
So that 3 years ng scholarship ko with, I think that was VCIS. So, it was fun. The books were great. Looking back, it brought a lot of memories nga. Kasi nung first intense ka you want to know everything. You want to DIY everything. Pero actually, napapagod ka. Then you become so creative on things.
Yes.
There was a time that nag-tutor rin ako sa neighborhood namin. While parang hino-homeschool ko yung daughter ko, may tinututor akong iba. Kasi I have only one kid So parang, di ba pag solo kid, sanay sila sa sarili. So you want other kids to play with them, join them, learn with them. So, ganun ginawa ko. While I was earning a little bit on that side, I was teaching her. So,
Galing.
hanggang every year, nag-iiba Nag-iiba yung challenge rin. I was working na in a restaurant. I have my own office. Dun sa side, she has her book. So, those things gradually nag-iiba talaga sa situation. So, mas less intense talaga as they grow older. So, pero alam ko si Karen, intense na intense yan mag-DIY sa everything.
I just want to add, if I may, Miss Tina and San, no? Parang grabe pala na I attended that. I almost forgot na I attended my first ever homeschooling seminar 2013. And at that, my heart wasn't intense Kaya sabi ko, doon pala nagsimula yun. And I was just cruising there, tingin-tingin lang. Hindi pa ako on fire, hindi ako intense. Parang, in my thought is, dati kasi ang ina-attendan ko, yung mga breastfeeding seminars, mga ganyan. So feeling ko it was a natural progression.
Yes.
Is to think about your child's education kasi yun yung weighty. So ito ko, patingin-tingin din. Pero not really into it yet. I just want to see what's there. Pero wala pa, not as intense or as I was just there to look. To really just look.
Pero ang amazing kasi you met friends and you've been friends with some other participants, diba? So, ganun ka
Minoll. I know Minoll. I know Dayan. Yeah.
Yes. Amazing. So you said si Karen, hindi pa niya, parang tingin-tingin lang siya. That's why he chose to attend events, parang national progression, di ba? Ikaw, Minoll, you said that you chose
At that
to attend.
I took like 1 year of really researching. That time, parang ano pa lang ako, research mode pa lang ako noon.
Research
So,
mode. Okay.
oo. So, ginamit ko yung parang certificate a year after. So, nasa regular school pa yung daughter ko.
Daughter, ang galing.
Galing! Kasi parang ano no, I like what Karen said na kasi sa start, parang hindi ka naman kasi iba-iba tayo, no? Yung iba
Yeah.
talagang sa start pa lang, parang talagang
Sold out na.
all out,
Homeschooling.
di ba? Tapos yung iba naman, parang eventually. But, I want to ask, I'm wondering lang, kasi nga parang you said pa na you can't even remember, or your memory was only jogged when you saw the pictures, ganyan. Do you remember, how did the event help you in your homeschooling journey? Were there any lessons or any pointers from the speakers that really stuck out for you?
Yeah. So definitely, as I was trying to recall it, ito yung mga nag-strike sa akin. Kasi naalala ko after 10 years, after all internal anesthesia after 3 kids, nalalagas kasi yung memory talaga eh. What impressed to me talaga was yung talk ni Miss Tammy. Kasi nahirapan ako sa exercise niya.
Naalala mo pa, ang galing mo.
Nanumbalik ang mga memories. When I saw that photo, kasi yun yung exercise na ginagawa namin sa photo eh.
Ayun yun.
I remember she asked us to write down core values daw. For family, mission, vision. Sabi ko, may ganun pala. It was new to me. And I found it was a hard exercise for me. Kasi shock, sabi ko, kailangan ko to balikan, kailangan ko to upuan kasi at that moment, hindi ko ma-articulate. Ano ba talaga? Ano ba talaga yung core values ko for my family, for this homeschooling, ganon. Hindi ko pa siya ma-articulate up until I was actually doing it.
That's true.
So, such a nice memory na, Lord, thank you for starting that Gagamitin ko pala siya. Baon pala siya. Kasi up to now, every year, doon ko pala nakuha yon. Setting our goals before we start the school year, setting our mission, vision. Doon ko pala nakuha na hindi ko alam na, doon pala nakagaling yun. So you can homeschool seminar. And then I found it very useful to just set your homeschooling year right. Na not only your own goals, pero ask your children, what's your 1, 2, 3 goals? Nilalamin ko pa yan every school year. Ano yung gusto mo ma-achieve this school year? What's your goal for this school year? Tapos, na-realize ko na God gave our family parang a verse to parang set our homeschooling journey, yung parable of the 10 virgins. Doon ako nag-latch eh. The 5 wise and the 5 foolish. Diba? And I would always allude to that when homeschooling goes in a good way and when that doesn't go in a good way. I remind my children about that. That we're doing this for a purpose. And it was because of that exercise pala.
Galing.
Seemingly hard. Talagang hirap eh to jot down. Kasi parang hindi ko na nag-uumpisahan. Parang I can write down na parang para it would look nice, pero may really living it. Yun.
And your child was 1 year old. Parang baby pa, di ba?
So wala talaga nung core values. Kailangan ko lang siyang alagaan, ma-breastfeed siya and everything. Yun lang yung core values ko that time. Yun. And then I also remember si Miss Franny. Na-strike ako sa kanya because of her life situation. Sa kanya ako na-encourage eh. She was doing homeschooling even though life was happening to her. I think I remember she shared something about may nagkasakit or somebody passing away. Basta it was a hard time for her. And na-share niya that she kind of paused a bit. She slowed down. and not realizing these things are gonna happen pala to us as homeschoolers. So, yung memory na yon na parang, uy, nangyari rin sa akin yun. Pinagdaanan
Oo.
din. Kaya pala siya, that's why those two things struck me. And then the kid, I'm not sure sana tama yung seminar na attendan ko kasi ang dami ko ring seminar attend. The kid who wrote a book, was that
Yes.
seminar also?
Yes.
Yun, na-impress ako sa confidence. Those three things struck me na parang, wow, ang galing naman nito, and seeing other parents there as a community already, yun pala yun. A community of wanting to do it. It was so encouraging. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Actually, that kid, that 13-year-old kid, she will be sharing what happened to her
Wow.
between that time and now, 10 years after. She'll be sharing. Excited din kami kasi parang, what happened to her after 10 years? So she'll be sharing that on November 11th. Si Norris Mora. And she wrote her first book at 13 years old na
Yes.
hindi pa siya.
Dadating ka rin dyan, Tina.
Ah? Ikaw naman, Minoll, what,
What struck me the
yes,
most during that
yes.
event, siguro it's more of the people kasi I cannot find one single soul na not helpful, who wouldn't answer any questions. And looking back nga, lahat ng homeschoolers helpful talaga. When you ask questions, they really stop and share their experiences. And nung iniisip ko nga, kahit yung magkakatabi nga kami, nag-share na kami ng mga experiences, what we want. And when I look at those in row namin, iba-iba yung story namin eh. Iba-iba yung experiences. Although we share tips, we share, others would share their, ano ngang ginagawa nila sa homeschooling. But sometimes it won't apply to you eh.
Yeah.
Depends on your situation. So, dun ako mas naging forgiving to myself. Kasi before, parang, dapat ito gawin ko, dapat ganun. Tapos along the way, you really learn na parang, you're just punishing yourself and you're punishing your kid by being too harsh. Na parang ina-expect mo, ano yung sa regular school, ganun din sa homeschool. That's why it's homeschool. You get to be more creative on certain things, diba? And happy ako that I took that route in homeschooling kasi not because others would say about my kid na, oh, ang talino ng anak mo, or she does this and that, she's talented, but it's more of her values. Pag sinabihan siya that she's a good kid and she's respectful, she knows how to talk to elders, yun yung mas proud ako eh. It's not about the medal. It's about how you interact with people. So, dun ako na.
Yeah. The ultimate fruit of homeschool.
Yes, exactly. The values. You see it na eh.
Galing. So, that was 10 years ago, di ba? When you first attended. Fast forward tayo, how is your family? How are your families now? And how are you guys? Are you still homeschooling? Not homeschooling anymore? If you're no longer homeschooling, because si Minoll has an older child, diba? So how did it help? How did homeschooling help her now that she's in a conventional or traditional school?
So, siguro I'll answer that first because you mentioned about traditional school. It was, even for the traditional school, it wasn't me who chose it. It's my daughter. So I give her that decision to make. But before the pandemic ka, nakakatawa. She was saying na parang, I was telling her, magra-regular school na tayo. Kasi she's getting older and medyo mas mahirap na yung subjects. Medyo, and I'm also working, medyo nahihirapan ako. And I get tutors to teach her on certain things, pero hindi lahat. So, sabi ko, let's homeschool a little bit, pero baka mag-transition na tayo. And then she even said that time naalala ko, sana mag-homeschool na lang lahat ng bata. Because it's so fun. It's so fun. She loves homeschooling. Then, pandemic happened. So
Oo.
lahat nag-homeschool, di ba?
Lahat nag-homeschool nga.
Homeschooled. So homeschooled siya for another 2 years, and
Okay.
then this year, um, she chose the school and she's adjusting well, and I can see that yung confidence of really telling what she wants, and she's not afraid if she's alone eating by herself.
Mm.
So there's some things na I let her be kasi hindi yun yung as they grow older, you let
That's
them go and
yes.
they learn on their own. So now I'm regular school now, and ibang challenge naman. So but you know still enjoying the fruit that I see from the homeschool for how many years that
True.
I
Yes. Nice. Galing. Retired homeschooler yung mommy ka na.
Actually, pag homeschooler ka talaga, parang you can't help it rin eh.
That's
You,
true. Totoo, di ba?
oo, it's innate eh.
Oo, innate.
Tayo rin learners tayo eh. We
Yes,
know
yes.
everything, yung mga costumes and all that. So,
Minsan ka pa rin. Yes, si Karen naman. Si Karen, how is your family?
Yeah, kami naman, we're still here, still rallying on You Can Homeschool, but with a lot of battle scars, with a lot of mistakes, trial and error, um, na pagdaanan yung season na sobrang on fire, na pagdaanan din yung season na burnout, napagod, and I also experience yung wanting to make sure that you provide all the best curriculum, all the best worksheets, workbooks, na pagdaanan ko siya din. And shifting providers, provider hopping,
Mhm.
na pagdaanan
yes.
ko din then. Yung parang restless ka na hindi ka sigurado, what am I doing? So you're trying to see where your right fit is.
Yes.
So yun, that was then. Now I felt like um nagsaslow down. Slow down in terms of realizing that less is more,
Yeah.
and that realizing that hindi naman kailangan lahat i-cover from book to book, hindi lahat ma-finish, ma-answer, na manghinayang ka kasi ang dami mong binili sa mga book conventions. Alam mo yon, dumating na ako sa stage na,
Late si Tina at si Sana.
Guilty,
dumating ako dun sa point,
guilty.
Guilty. Sabi
True.
natin
dumating ako dun sa point na, I'm not attending a book convention now. I'm not gonna pressure myself with more curriculum because I still have a lot. We're gonna use what we have. Dumating ako dun sa ganung point now. Na
Galing.
parang
Congratulations.
too much kasi
more
is an
control.
added pressure. Just parang go, ano ba to yung parang am I making up for just to say na I'm not shortchanging them. Yung mga ganung moments. So
Yeah.
siguro with a lot of, leaning to God more, nakaquiet yung heart mo na, oh, it's not naman the curriculum eh. It's not naman giving them all those stuff. And then ako lahat gumagawa, pati mape. Kapagod pala to. And then realizing it's okay to release some classes. It's good for them, you know. For them to have supplementary, to get them enrolled in the PE classes, the music classes. Imagine mo lahat yung gagawin mo. Yun. Because parang nare-realize mo now na you can't do everything. And it's
Yeah.
okay to tap.
It's
It's okay to tap. Diba? You're not supposed naman to be the only village for your child. Yeah.
That's
And
true. That's true. And it's okay. Ang ganda nun talagang, it's okay.
it's okay, yes. It's okay if wala masyado kayong mga extra classes, okay lang din, 'di ba? Parang enjoy those moments na na hindi masyado full yung schedule nyo.
True.
Relax lang, mami.
True. True. Lalo na traffic ngayon, guys.
Can I add to that, San and
Yes.
Tina and Karen? I think it's, yung sinabi mo nga, it's okay. And you need someone to tell you that as well eh. That's why there was a time that I created a homeschooler group. Tapos kami, we share our thoughts, we share. And makikita mo, when you share experiences, doon mo masay, ay, okay lang pala. Okay lang to relax sometimes.
Oo.
Kasi, yun nga, intense na, bibili ng books here and there.
Yes.
Diba? Tapos, sabi mo nga yung provider hopping. So, sobrang nakaka-relate rin ako doon eh. You want to give the best. Parang feeling mo, kulang pa rin yung nabibigay mo sa anak mo. Pero, looking at it now, ay, you've given your best. You're the best teacher for your kid. And going back nung na-realize ko yung transitioning na ako, during the pandemic, my daughter read 60 books in 3 months yata. During the pandemic, yung first few months na walang gagawin, dito lang. So, reading talaga. And then, ang highlight siguro, when my boss in the States, I was like working from home, asked, kasi he talked to my daughter at the time, and sabi niya she's very impressed with my daughter. Tapos sabi niya, can she do a book report? So nagpagawa siya ng book report, pinabasa niya yung Rich Dad Poor Dad, tapos gawa ka ng book report, and nag-Zoom call sila. And then parang nag-report siya dun sa boss ko. Kasi, you're gonna do this report and I'm gonna pay you. Kasi gusto lang niya ma-encourage because my boss was homeschooled as well in the States.
Oh, ang galing!
So, ang galing. Tapos hanggang grade 11 yata siya, and he's a Christian as well. So, noon, shinare niya, and then, alam mo, I took a video of it, and sabi lang niya, don't be too shy, kasi, you talk like you're a college student. At that time, she was 14, 13 at that time. And dun mo nalaman na you're doing a good job when you let them go. Yung makikita mo na lang from afar how they act towards other people, how they speak. Diba? When you let them go eh. So, highlight yun sa akin.
Can I also just add, I think yung word ko then, I was such a micromanager. I micromanaged their lives. Sabi ko, shucks. Well, ang bata pa kasi nila eh.
Bata
Di
pa,
ba?
yeah.
Bata pa. But as they grow older, there are things talaga na akala mo, learning should happen this way.
Yeah.
Diba? Na dapat may ina-answer sila, dapat may pinapanood sila.
Worksheets.
Dapat very makikita mo na meron silang ginagawa.
May output,
May output, but now, mas nag-relax na. I hope so. Mas nag-relax na they have their own way of learning. So, they will pick a book that they want to read. Not necessarily si mommy yung magbibigay na, basahin na to ha, ganyan. So it's nicer that you respect na their choices and how they learn. So I guess that's the now for my situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ganun din, seeing the fruits pa rin, di ba, of all these years of homeschooling.
Yeah.
In different ways. So, meron yung the way they act, how they learn, by themselves, di ba? Parang self-motivation, ganyan. Galing.
Galing ng mga learnings ninyo. Maraming pointers, especially for the new homeschoolers. And even those who have been homeschooling for siguro mga 1 to 2 years, di ba? Yung mga... Ako, hindi ako nag-provider hopping. Pero nag-curriculum methodology, philosophy hopping.
Philosophy hopping.
So, it's really, I think, yun yung challenge din, di ba? You want to find your groove. Pero you're always scared na what if while I'm trying to find what works best, I'm failing them. Kaya nga, yung punta tayo sa convention, titingin tayo sa mga online bookshops, pag-hoard tayo ng books, curriculum, to get that sense of security.
Yes.
Yun. Ako, may
Kailangan
question
try.
ako. Um, so, 10 years have gone. How has homeschooling changed your family? For, is it for better or for worse? And meron ba kayong most memorable experiences, no, that homeschooling has given you? So you can share a few with us before we, well, actually, that's the second to the last question. No? We don't want to keep you for so long. Pero yun, how has homeschooling changed your family? Let's
For
start
me,
with Minoll. Yeah.
yeah, for me, it changed a lot. I saved a lot. Yun yung number one. I saved a lot from wasted time in traffic. Diba? Sobrang worry ako lagi na yung parang they wake up so early just to get into the bus service and go to school. Tapos, yung pag-aaralan nila, you could actually do it in 3 hours. And a lot of people would really question you, would really, kasi conventional, iisipin nila traditional school, baka mamaya, walang friends yan, walang ganito, ang raming judgment. But really, what works for you, what works for your family, and what works for your situation. And I'm so glad that I took that route. And when I shared earlier yung mga memories ng how my daughter speaks to other people, yun yung mga experiences na hindi mangyayari ulit kung nag-regular school sila. And even just nasa car lang kayo talking, it's a learning experience. And iniisip ng ibang tao, learning is only confined in the classroom. But no, in everything, even just how you speak to them, that's a learning experience for them. So, I think when siguro i-advise ko man mga new homeschoolers, what works for you? Always ask that, what works for you, for your family right now, for your situation right now? Because we could say all the best tips and give you the best. Sabihin ko, ito yung best na curriculum. Pero that's the best for us during that time. And ang importante talaga, do not do it alone. If you're getting burned out, tap on someone, lash out if you want to, and then come back to your kid and just, more than anything, hug. Yun lang, tell them that you love them. More than being a teacher, you're their parents, your mom. So, yun.
So would you say na para the biggest change is that your relationship are closer? Your relationship with them.
Ang masasabi ko lang, not really change. Kumbaga, it wouldn't be the same if I went to a conventional school.
Conventional
Hindi kami
school.
ganito ka-close. She wouldn't be like this. The amazing daughter that she is, uh, kung hindi ako nag-homeschool. Because I was able to really instill the values in her. And ngayon parang, ayun, pwede ka na lang mag-coffee and tingnan mo na lang siya. So, wow! Ito yung anak ko. Parang ganon. So, and she's just 15 now, and I know there's so many challenges and things that I would still be excited about, and alam ko it's because of my decision of homeschooling her. Big part of who she is because of her homeschooling. And
Thank you, Min.
unknown to sa probinsya sa amin.
Mm.
Sobrang unknown. That's why it's a big leap for me.
Extra challenging also, I guess, when you were starting.
For being a solo mom, and ang raming challenges. There'll be a lot of times na sasabihin sa'yo, give up ka na lang But God would always provide you of giving you hope to pursue. So,
That's true.
Thank you for sharing that, Minoll. Ikaw naman, Karen.
Ako naman, it has taught me humility. More than anything talaga. Kasi my kids have seen the best and the worst of me. a lot of times the worst in me. So, um, it's the humility talaga to see and to make them see na, oh, your parents are not perfect. Mommy makes mistakes and and kasi kasi they also, ewan ko kung sa firstborn lang to common, pero meron silang fear of mistakes. Parang they cannot forgive themselves pag nagkakamali sila or they get so easily frustrated. Well, sa akin So, and she sees me making mistakes. And ang pinaka-important dyan is apologizing to them for those mistakes. And then seeing them na, oh, sinner din si mommy. Nagkakamali din. No, I need also God's grace. I need I need forgiveness, and I also need to practice forgiving them. Nakikita nila yun and all. And just like what Minoll said, no, um, yung compartmentalizing education, I just noticed na hindi na hindi na namin ma-compartmentalize yung education eh. When we're on a vacation, the questions come up eh. Alam nga naman sabihin ko, pagbalik na natin ha, saka natin i-tackle yan. Hindi, right there and then, nangyayari eh. It's just, um, they're just naturally curious. So what are you gonna do about that? So I guess yung homeschooling, I hope it has encouraged them to ask those questions because you have time to listen to them.
Yeah.
Diba? You can accommodate those questions. Diba? You can accommodate their curiosities. And yung pinaka-memorable ko siguro would be yung seeing my eldest, no? Seeing her journey, yung sa faith journey niya. Para sa akin, sobrang priceless noon. Parang enjoying devotional books that helped her understand her faith. And then eventually giving her life to Jesus Christ. Diba? And accepting Him. So, yun talaga yung pinaka memorable sa akin na naging naging audience ako, front row audience, seeing that happen in her life. So, para sa akin, walang kapalit yun.
Yeah.
And hindi mo rin kasi ma-pinpoint when you're gonna have those conversations. So, those are so precious eh. Minsan nga, habang nagluluto ka, kung kailan ka busy, doon ang nangyayari eh. Teka lang anak, naglalaba ako. O teka lang anak, nagcha-chop ako dito para lunch ninyo. But it happens eh. So, hindi mo naman ma-schedule yan. It's just gonna happen. And it's so nice na you're there when those questions happen.
Yeah.
So, hindi mo siya you cannot exchange it for anything else. Yeah.
Yung sabi mo nga, Karen, tungkol dun sa conversation. And when we share it, di ba, minsan we share it sa Facebook, yung
Yes.
conversation natin with our children, with our daughters. Tapos pag bumabalik siya, no, such a beautiful memory. Oh, parang may ganung moment talaga na.
Thank you for Facebook memories talaga. Sa kaka-post.
Diba? Nandun ako to witness it.
Yeah.
So, when they grow up, may mga beautiful memories rin sila to share to their kids, diba?
Yes. And kasi sometimes nga it happens when you least expect it eh. Diba? Yung parang parang buti na lang nandyan nga si Facebook memories at nilalog mo sa Facebook. Kasi minsan makakalimutan mo talaga yung mga fleeting moments na gano'n kasi unguarded. Alam mo yun, yung parang day-to-day conversation lang. Yeah.
Actually, I like what Karen and Minoll mentioned na kasi parang ina-highlight nyo is not actually about the academics yung formal academics, but really about the lessons from life and the values. Kasi I remember I was chatting with this homeschooling mom, our friend, si Talia Basman. So sila naman Muslim homeschoolers. They're not homeschooling anymore. Pero yung parang sabi nga, ang galing din, similar to what you said, Minoll, na yung lessons that their kids learn during homeschooling, beyond the books, that's what they're bringing now to their school, no, to their conventional school,
Mhm.
to what they're learning now. So parang ang galing na no matter what our backgrounds are and you know what our beliefs are, but yung it's really the learning beyond the formal academics and the lessons from life and from living as a family. Parang yun
Yeah.
yung magsistick eh. Nisip ko
Mm.
tuloy yung mga anak ko kaya, matanong ko rin nga sa kanila. 10 years na eh. Parang, so, kumusta naman kayo?
May natutunan
But
ka
anyway,
ba?
Ano kayo dyan, guys?
ayan. So, may last question kami. San, go.
Since veteran homeschoolers na kayo and retired na nga si Minoll. Before we let you go, maybe we can ask you to give a few words of wisdom to those who are just starting out or those who are exploring homeschooling. Ano mo share ninyong wisdom? Words of wisdom. Marami
Parang
yan.
ang hirap ano. Sa akin lang siguro, don't let anyone pressure you to do anything for your kid. Kasi that's your kid. That's your child and you love your child. You love your children. And you want the best. And what's best for you may not be the best for other people.
Yeah.
What best curriculum for you may not be the best for others. Merong iba unschooling, merong iba ah, gustong iba naman yung structure. There are times na naalala ko, don't stop na yung room mo pag hindi pa as structured or yung nakikita mo sa Pinterest or nakikita mo sa ibang homeschoolers na sobrang ganda ng
Ako.
table, ganda ng setup, that's homeschool. So, whatever your situation right now, pwede mong marason na hindi maayos yung bahay ko eh. Hindi maayos yung I don't have enough to buy this kind of curriculum. No, there's so many ways. When you say homeschool, so many ways to homeschool. So don't stop yourself from kasi nagiging conventional ka ulit eh when you see it that way. So, yun lang. Be creative and let parang you just go with the flow that you are in.
Yes.
So at the time siguro pregnant ka pa and you have a 3-year-old. So ask questions, ask help. Yun ang importante, ask help from other homeschoolers.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. There's no, si Lakshmi lagi nagsasabi, Lakshmi Maluya always shares this, no, there is no one right way to homeschool. Parang what is right is what is right for your family. Diba? That's the
Yes.
bottom. Galing. Thank you, Minol. How about you, Karen? What are your words of wisdom?
The pressure siya bigla.
Ano talaga ako sa veteran kasi parang feeling ko there's a lot to learn talaga, no? Parang
True.
disclaimer guys,
Umabot na tayo dito sa Karen. Umabot na tayo sa ganito.
Oo nga eh. Attend lang tayo dito ngayon, naging guest.
Guess na kayo, di ba, speakers sa sunod.
So ako siguro, yung, disclaimer lang guys ha, veteran siguro in making mistakes.
Lahat
Mas
naman
maraming
tayo.
pinagdaan ng mistakes, you know. Siguro yung share ko lang is, so yung personal experience ko sa sarili ko was, homeschooling has taught me a lot about character building. With the teacher first, ako muna, before I try to teach character to my children. Parang God dealt with me more.
Yeah.
Ba't ako natitrigger dito sa anak ko? Bakit ako na, because there's something that's inside me pala that he's trying to heal, that he's trying to correct. So it's really character building for the teacher first, then the student. And also, you can homeschool eh. You can homeschool, but I believe ako personally, but only with the grace of God. Because if you do it on your own strength, you're gonna get drained. Yeah, you can submit all the reports. Matatapos mo yan. Pero did you finish strong or did you finish drained? 'Di ba? So, you really tap. Totoo talaga na um, you need to tap on his strength, his wisdom. Sa kanya talaga magagaling. Kasi maso-surprise ka na lang eh. Siya yung magda-direct sa'yo. O, itong curriculum, and it's when you really surrender na, Lord, ang hirap nitong ugali ng anak ko, paulit-ulit na lang, hindi niya nagigets. And then he shows you the way, no? Tapos this morning, I was just reading something and I felt I wanted to share this kasi parang timely rin siya, no? It's in Isaiah 45 verse 24. The Lord is the source of all my righteousness and strength. So you can homeschool if you acknowledge that the Lord is really the source of all your righteousness and strength. Para you won't operate on fear and you don't carry all the burden na, oh, it depends on me for the successes, the education of my child. Hindi eh. Di ba? Si God yon. God will give you that peace that you're doing okay. And you can homeschool, but it's perfectly okay if your season or your family situation or hindi kayo in agreement ni spouse, to put it on hold and pray about it and then come back to it. It's okay to put it on hold. You're not less of a mom. You don't love them less. Diba? Kasi like what Minoll said, I really agree. Your decision as a family is what is best for your family at that moment or in that season. So it's okay. So, yan.
Thank you. Na-touch din ako, Tina. Natuto ako sa kanila.
Ako din. Sige, kayo na lang mag-anon sa November 11. Kami makikinig na lang.
Attend naman kami.
And you know what? More than anything talaga, for homeschoolers, new homeschoolers, learn how to enjoy it. Kung
Yes.
medyo sobrang draining na, sobrang pressured ka, enjoy it. Enjoy the season. Kasi, yun yung, doon natututo yung anak mo eh. When they see you enjoy it. Kasi when you don't, they won't enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Powerful din ang humor, eh, no?
Yes.
Joy filled. Yun yung parang hino-hope pa every school year. Lord, joy filled homeschool naman this year, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for sharing your, di ba talagang better na kayo? Kasi 10 years have passed since 2013, that first You Can Homeschool event. And we just want to show some comments before we say goodbye to Minoll and Karen. Lenny, thank you for watching us. Maraming nag-comment actually. Michelle, our other mom from Educating for Life, thank you for joining. Miss Donna Simpao, thank you. Shinare daw niya yung stream natin. Tapos may mga, wait lang, hanapin ko yung mga comments. Ayan, si Dayan. Ay, sorry. God bless.
Very supportive kasi yan. Supportive friend.
Si Dayan, sabi niya, oh my gosh, book conventions are killers. Di ba?
Yes.
Ako talaga, ilang years na akong hindi ma-attend kasi parang too many books, guys. Not
May
enough
mga unopen
bookshelves.
books ka pa.
Yeah. Oo, may mga San, alam mo yan, San. Yung iba mga in-order ko pa from you guys. Hindi natin nababasa to.
Nasa kahon pa.
Sabi ni Dayan din, teacher mom anxiety is real. Lakshmi also says, hello, Miss Lakshmi Maluya, mga friends natin from Happy Before. And keep calm and homeschool on. Yes to less is more. And sabi ni Dayan, ang daming comments ni Dayan. How true! We cannot micromanage it because she's early years. Totoo yan. Ann Jaime, hello. And ang ganda ng sinabi ni Ann. Sabi niya, yes, the fruits will always come last. So minsan hindi natin makikita, di ba? But later on natin makikita. Grace says, our why kept us grounded amidst the judgmental stares and opinions.
Yes.
That's right. Always have your whys. Sabi ni Wina, teacher Wina, we did habits, Bible, outdoor play, and read alouds lang, and play. I think this is for the younger years, no?
Yes.
And Mommy Giselle, she says, I like that bit about our kids seeing us making mistakes too and us asking forgiveness. Oo, yan talaga no, yung asking for forgiveness. And Michelle agrees with the, I think this is Karen who said this, no? We can accommodate their questions and we can accommodate their curiosities. And Diane also
Anytime.
agrees there are many ways to homeschool. Ang sabi ni Minoll, di ba? There are many ways to homeschool as there are uniqueness of families. Let God surprise you. And don't operate on fear. You can homeschool as long as it's safe. Because if you're not enjoying, neither will your kids. So too, they will feel it. Ayan. Sabi ni Michelle, and this is our last comment, and San and I agree. Thank you for your wisdom. Oh, di ba? Veteran na talaga kayo.
May wisdom na tayong na ipapass on. And yung
we
ano
are-
siguro, ang
Yes,
meron
go
lang
ahead.
akong naalala that education is an atmosphere, it's a discipline,
Mhm.
it's a life. So whatever atmosphere that we create in our home, outside of our home, in our workplace, whenever we bring our children, yun eh. There's education in it. So,
That's true. Yes. Not confined to the four walls of the classroom or the house.
exactly.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, Karen and Minol. Ang dami naming na-touch talaga ako for real. Thank you
Please,
so
Brad.
I
much.
hope meron naman sila natutunan sa amin.
Marami.
Yes, we're sure.
Miss
We're
San,
sure
Miss
that
San, I'm just gonna say, I bought one of your books before sa convention. It was her favorite up until now. Hooray
What?
for Rodney Rat.
Oh,
I got it. It was her favorite, as in.
thank you. Hindi pa
ang
naman hindi
saya.
popular yung
Oh,
title na yun,
I
Hindi
love
nga
it.
siya-
We love it.
Oo. Nice.
If you're wondering where what shop that is, it's the Learning Basket.
Learning basket.
Yeah. Basket.
The other project of San and Mariel. So we'll put the link in the comments if you want to check out their shop. Ayan,
Di
so
ba
we
ano
will
ba yun? Learning basket? It's in QC, tama? It's in QC ba?
Online kami, online. It's an
Pero
online.
before sila nag-online, naka-ano lang yan, naka-crate lang yan na blue.
Naka-crates.
Wow.
Hanap ka lang doon.
We held events kasi mainly in Quezon City before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Uh,
We still have it.
yeah, oh, cute. Ang galing. Pasa-pasa na sa kids.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we won't keep you na kasi parang 1 hour. Di ba? Parang hindi ko na feel na 1 hour yun.
Correct.
Yes. Sabi
Correct.
45 minutes lang, di ba? So,
Sabi ko nga, maximum 45 minutes. Pero thank you so much again for your time. We hope that you can join us at You Can Homeschool 10th Anniversary Edition. Minoll and Karen, let us know if you can join us this November 11. So we'll say goodbye to Minoll and Karen. And San and I will just have some reminders for everyone. Thank you again, Minoll and Karen. Bye!
Thank you,
Bye.
guys. Good night. Bye.
Good night. Ayan. So, San, we are going to
so
share
again, we would like to invite everyone again to the You Can Homeschool 10th Anniversary Edition on November 11, 2023 at the UP Bahay ng Alumni. Why is this the event, the face-to-face event that everyone should not miss? Well, number one, you will be hearing from a lot of experienced homeschoolers, just like what you heard tonight in tonight's episode. And you will have the opportunity to network with like-minded parents. Sabi ni diba? Sabi ni Minoll, do not do it alone. Sabi niya gano'n. And it's important to build a support group. And this is where it started for them. That first event 10 years ago. That was where it started for Minoll, Karen, and their other friends, si Diane. And we want you to experience that too, diba? To build your network too in this event. And we will have activities precisely for that. And then again, homeschooling is not easy, but it can be made easier if you are equipped with the right information. And ito yun. This is where you can get information through conferences, events, listening to homeschoolers. At may pabaon, yun yung sharing ni Karen kanina, no? She got parang may baon na inuwi from the first convention. And then we will have a lot of the first 150 participants who register and pay for the November 11 event will have freebies. Okay. So worth 2,000,
Yes.
more than 2,000 pesos plus the two bonus online sessions for all early bird participants. Ang ganda nung online, nung bonus sessions. And we will announce that
Yes.
soon. Tina? Okay.
Next week, we will announce next week. Ayan.
Exciting.
So, be prepared for that, okay? And we would like to invite those who want to be, sorry, sponsors or exhibitors. Please contact Michelle Padrelana. And this is her contact info. We are still accepting. There are still slots left. So, especially if you're a homeschooling family and you have a business that you want to share, or your kids have a kiddie business that they want to promote or to display their products, please do message Michelle or email her through this contact information. Ayan.
Okay, and we would
Okay.
like to remind everyone again of the deadlines for registration. So early bird rate of 1,500 inclusive of the bonus online sessions is only until October 8th, meaning you have to register and pay by October 8th. After that, we will have the regular rate of 2,000 per participant from October 9 until November 5. Walk-in rate is 2,500 starting November 6 until November 11. Walk-in and on-site payment yon, yung 2,500 per participant. Kids 3 and below are free, lap seating only. So for now, we want everyone to, all the parents to parang take this opportunity to refresh yourselves also, no, parang focus on the event. So make sure that you make arrangements for the kids, because there will be no activities for them in this event.
Yeah. So as parang Karen mentioned kanina, mommy me time niya yung
Correct.
event that she attended noong 2013. So,
Correct.
mommy me time and daddy me time din yung ito. If ever you will attend, please try to arrange for childcare para you can focus. Ayan. And of course, we want to invite you to our upcoming free webinar this Friday at 8 p.m. Limited slots only. Homeschooling made easier. So please share with as many people as you can kasi this is a free webinar. San and Marielle will be sharing tips and tricks, especially if you are a new homeschooler or you are just exploring it. So San will be sharing about homeschooling in the Philippines, an easy guide to getting started. So yung usual questions, ayan, pwede nyo masasagot ni San. Tapos kung hindi namin masagot, babalikan namin kayo with 'di ba, answers to your questions.
Na-pressure ako to ng slides.
Kami yung magiging kaya nga may disclaimer ako. Pag hindi natin nasagot, meron tayong links to people who can answer, no? 'Di ba? Pero yan, San has prepared well for this. Huwag ka ma-pressure, San. Tapos si Marielle, her favorite topic of all time, homeschool planning. She will give you tips for easy homeschool planning, even yung compute ng grades and all, especially if you're enrolled with a local provider. Of course, we'll have time for Q&A. And then, we'll invite you to our next episode also next week, same time, same place on these pages where you're watching. We're starting a series of episodes entitled You Can Homeschool, ... and different situations. So next week, you can homeschool and get your kids into high school and college because that is one of the most frequently asked questions. So, paano kaya sila makakapasok ng high school and college? And of course, we have our very own Miss Donna Pangilinan Simpao, our former happy president, and also a dear friend of ours. Tawag namin sa kanya, mother. And
Si Mother
Miss
Hen.
Amy Binay, one of the parent coaches also of CFA Homeschool. And also they are both long-time homeschooling moms and advocates. And they also have kids who got into college. No, okay naman sila. So we are very excited for that episode. Ayan. So yan. So please do join us next week. And again, don't forget, you can homeschool early bird rate of only 1,500. Malapit na ang sweldo. Magtabi na kayo ng part of your sweldo for that while it's still the early bird rate. Do you have anything to add, Sam, before we say goodnight? Thank you so much for all those who shared this live stream and who will be watching later on. So for now, from me and Sam and baby, good night, everybody, and take care. God bless us all. Bye.